What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here with another tier list. Today I'm going to be talking about the most toxic fighters in the UFC. Now, these are not about their fan bases. These are the fighters that, if I was a girl, I would not be hanging out with these dudes. These dudes all follow fucking Hoodville. They're all, crazy good at manipulation. May put you, in a bit of turmoil emotionally. Some of them will put you in the hospital. So we're going to go through the most toxic UFC fighters, all right, dude? Let's jump into this. Starting off, solid competitor here in the toxicity. Here's the fucking thing, right, you guys? Listen, dude, I'm not fucking toxic. I'm just saying I should be allowed to fucking cheat on you, dude. You're a fucking woman, dude. You're fucking replaceable, guys. This is the type of shit Sean Strickland is literally saying, bro. So I'm going to put Sean Strickland in the B tier. This dude definitely, you make the sandwich the wrong way, bro. You're cooked. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, Sean Strickland, very unhinged, probably terrible at speaking to women. I don't even want to imagine how he's managed to get a girlfriend at this point in his life. The things that this man says. I want to see what this dude's messages on Hinge are like. And, from everything we know about Strickland, the way that he views the world, this guy's always walking around with a gun and shit. I'm putting him in the B tier, dude. This is a dangerous, unhinged individual. And for that reason, he's a very toxic person, all right? Especially, I'm sure, if you're a fucking, you're a female, dude. Nina Drama's probably having a tough time sleeping at night, dude. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to an underrated toxic guy in the UFC. Sean O'Malley. I'm going to put this guy in the fucking C tier. This dude's literally cheating on his girl for years, bro. Now, listen, you guys, it's an open relationship. That's pretty gay. It's not as based as what Strickland is talking about. And you got, the guys in the A tier, the S tier, right? They're not based. They're crossing over into unhinged. Sean O'Malley, is not based enough. He's not walking the line. B tier, I'm gonna say, you know what? You're a Chad. C tier, you're Sean O'Malley. Imagine putting me in the C tier, dude. This would suck so bad. The reason he's not B tier is because his girl cheats on him too. And he's literally telling stories about it, dude. So for that reason, he does have toxic traits, but he's not going full on the Future lifestyle, This guy's listening to Drake instead of Future. So I'm going to put him in the C tier. Let's move on to a wholesome king in the UFC. Your daughter's lovely. I'd love to go on a date with her, but I've got to make sure that she's the one. So I'm going to date every woman in your family tree. And I'm going to take all of them on 9 dates to make sure that I know she's the one. Tom Aspinall is the opposite of toxic. That's what I'm saying. This guy would almost piss you off with how nice he would be. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely the type of dude to, take your daughter on 10 fucking dates before he knows she's the one. At the wedding, I think I need to review my vows with Sergei Spivak before I read them to your daughter, just to make sure that I don't feel the same way about him that I do about her. She's a great daughter, and I'd love to marry her. Tom Aspinall, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's just going overboard, and for that reason, you can't put him in the C tier. You can't consider him toxic whatsoever. He's a perfect example of what the D tier should be. Harmless. And speaking of the D tier, I'm going to put Izzy in the D tier, bro. This is the first time I'm going to be nice to Izzy in a video. I don't think he's toxic, bro. I don't think my daughter would get fucked over by this guy, dude. I don't think Izzy would be toxic to my daughter. I'm going to remove myself as the woman in this equation just because I know the comments are going to be fucking crazy. They're going to be a war zone like Battlefield. Trust. But dude, I know Izzy's just a sassy man. Like that. I don't have to worry about Izzy cheating on my girl, cheating on my daughter, cheating on my girl, bro. I went Ian Garry mode. Cheating on my daughter. You know what I'm saying? This guy is going to be, turning away in the car like, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. Okay. And she's going to be like, oh, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. Whatever you want. I don't care anyways. I'm not even hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's what Izzy would be like. He's not even toxic, bro. He's just sassy. So I'm going to put this boy in the D tier. Let's move on to Jesus Christ. A man that follows Hoodville 110%. This guy definitely listens to fucking Future. This guy is a toxic king in the UFC. One of the goats of the game. Brian Ortega, dude. This guy's cheating on fucking every girl he knows, dude. Brian Ortega's the type of dude to get caught. Babe, why are you texting Tracy Cortez? I thought you guys broke up. I'm glad you asked. Listen, I wasn't cheating. I was just exploring my options. And, I feel like you deserve better, so I just have to be real. I'm breaking up with you. I can't handle somebody that can't, accept who I really am. And sometimes I just need to explore my options. Sometimes I just need to think about my life. right? I like to think about life a lot, actually. You know, it's been pretty tough, but if you want to leave me just like everybody else, fine. You know what I'm saying? Ortega would fucking manipulate the shit out of you, dude. He'd bring out the fucking eagle speech. He'd flip it. He'd break up with you, but also be like, fine, if you want to leave me, like, whatever. He'd completely fuck with you, bro. There's no way this guy is not cheating and manipulating every single woman he's ever been with. This guy is a Giga Chad of the toxic game. City boy, you know, T-City boy. That's what we call him. This guy's a fucking Chad, you know. This guy's a fucking genius. I'm gonna put Brian Ortega in the B tier. The Eagle, he knows what he's doing, alright? He's a fucking beast. I'm gonna put him in B. Let's move on to, honestly, let me be real with you guys, alright? This guy's the reason I made this fucking video, okay? And I need to just talk about this guy, dude. Dricus du Plessis is the biggest gaslighter in the UFC. This guy gaslit Izzy into saying the N-word 20 times. This guy gaslit Sean Strickland into crying about his family. And then anytime he does this shit, he gets on an interview. I have no idea why they're so upset. You know, of course, I was just joking around. I'd never said anything like that, right? Literally in an interview, he's like, I want to be the real African champion. Next interview, I never said real African. You'll never find me saying it, ever. I never said that. He's a fucking G. Dude, this guy's a complete, master manipulator, dude. Dude, imagine being Dricus' girlfriend, dude. Guru, calm down. I'm just joking. But dude, imagine being his girlfriend, bro. You come home, why didn't you do the dishes? Right, I never said I wasn't going to do the dishes. I just said don't worry about the dishes. Two completely different things, right? Because don't worry about it. I'm just saying don't think about it when you do it, right? I never said I was going to do them, okay? Completely misunderstanding. And you know what else makes... My cat just jumped on my fucking laptop. Fuck you. Good thing Izzy section's over. Anyways, dude. Dricus, the thing about him as well, he's going to bring the South African nature to it as well. If you try and question him cheating on you... Right, this is completely explainable. Back in Pretoria, in South Africa, this is what we do, right? Me kissing my coach, there's nothing to that. You walk in on me and Cameron, there's nothing going on there. You need to stop being so judgmental. It's completely cultural. So for that reason, this guy's the biggest gaslighter in the UFC. I'm putting Dricus du Plessis in the fucking A tier, alright, you guys? Let me move on to a certified pipsqueak of the game. This guy's going in the D tier. Garry, okay? Again, he's not toxic, dude. He's just annoying. He's just a little soy boy. He's the fucking walking boss, baby. He probably sits at the dinner table on a fucking iPad. I can literally see him doing that. There's nothing toxic about this guy. He gets walked all over by his girlfriend, and you know, people love to point that out. I don't really care too much. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. If you're into some weird shit, do whatever, bro. But this guy likes to act crazy. I just gotta let him know, bro. You're not toxic, dude. You're not Brian Ortega. You're not a Chad like Ortega or Dricus, dude. You're not gaslighting people. Everyone sees that you're a little pipsqueak, and for that reason, I'm putting him in the D tier. Let me move on to a underrated entry in the toxicity tier list. Jamal Hill, bro. This guy's beating the fuck out of his brother. And you say one wrong thing to this guy, you're getting a 20-minute lecture about it, dude. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Hill, he's that sensitive boyfriend that fucking... Anytime you say even slightly the wrong thing, this guy's in the car, you know, for 20 minutes. You know, statistically speaking, that's not even true. That's not even fucking true what you said in there. It's not fucking true. Just camera angles for some reason. He's got 4 phones filming him for no reason. I'm the best boyfriend you've ever had statistically. I've never cheated on you. I've never been late to a dinner. I paid for every single... You know what I'm saying? This guy's going on a fucking... Pulling out receipts. I paid for this shit 2 weeks ago. So, Jamal Hill, he's going in the C tier. He's not too bad. You know, he's not eagle maxing. He could be a little bit more toxic, but I'm gonna put Jamal Hill in the C tier, bro. I know this guy definitely he's a level above Izzy in terms of sassiness, where he does get a bit toxic. All right, dude. In my opinion, let's move on to honestly a fucking pioneer in this situation. You know yourself, lads. I'm the fucking, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, baby, take your top off. Take your top off. Conor McGregor, bro. This guy does not give a fuck. You know, Conor McGregor's walking in the house. What's the fucking crack? Yeah, who's making dinner? Yeah, what are you cooking up for me? Yeah, oh fuck this. I'm going back to the fucking Black Forge. Yeah, and fuck this. You're not making nothing for dinner. So Conor McGregor, I don't really have to explain this. I just wanted to do an impression of him saying, "Take your top off. Take your top off." So I'm gonna put him in the A tier. We all know this shit, bro. We all know this dude. I'm gonna put Conor in the A tier. I've got a couple more left, and this next guy, I think he fits in the Jamal Hill category, where he's a nice enough dude. You know, he's a good guy. We've recently become good friends. But he is a bit salty. He is a bit, you know, sensitive. And I can definitely see that becoming a toxic trait, you know, a bit of a red flag, as some of the baddies like to say. Dustin Poirier. I mean, you don't do this guy's fucking laundry the right way. You know what you fucking did. You're a fucking dirtbag, dude. You know, it is what it is, you know. You know, you say something wrong, you make a joke about him at family dinner, you go back to bed, this guy's sitting in the fucking bed with his glasses on. You're right? Yeah, it's whatever, dude. It's fine. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, dude. You know, in times like this, you gotta be graceful, dude. Just starts crying. You know what I'm saying? This guy's sensitive as fuck, dude. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. I feel like he'd be a toxic fucking partner. He'd definitely be getting hella sensitive. You piss him off, he's gonna jump a ghillie on you. So, for that reason, I'm putting Dustin Poirier in the C tier, the crybaby tier list. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. There is one man left before I talk about the S tier, the most toxic, ruthless fucking man in the UFC that I would never let my daughter go near. Okay, dude. Before we talk about that, we got to add one man to this tier list. I'm putting Tony Ferguson in the B tier. I was gonna put him in the A tier, right? Because he is unhinged. He is fucking insane, but he's not like malicious. I think he's just a bit, you know, he's been through a fucking lot, dude. So Tony Ferguson's gonna go in the B tier. I don't really like talking about him on the channel. I feel bad, but dude, Tony Ferguson is literally that guy that's like, he's that guy that, you know, he's gambling away the college funds, dude, and you're like, Tony, bro, your betting career is just not. He's just like, one more parlay. This next parlay is gonna be it, bro. And he just loses more and more fucking money, dude. He freaks the fuck out. He like elbows the fuck out of you, dude. So Tony Ferguson, I'm gonna put him in the B tier. He's not malicious, but he is unhinged enough to where he's just a walking red flag. There's just a bad news to this guy. And speaking of bad news, you know, these other guys, you know, they might put you in a bit of emotional damage. This guy will literally do physical damage to you, dude. Jon Jones is without a doubt, the worst fucking guy in the UFC, bar none. He has all the traits of the guys below him. He has the fucking unhinged nature of Tony Ferguson. He's a gaslighter like Dricus. He's a fucking, like, drug head like Conor, bro. This guy's literally the final boss of toxic fucking partners, dude. Toxic fucking guys, whatever you want to say. This guy is a complete psychopath. He is going American Psycho mode almost daily, weekly, bare minimum. And yeah, for that reason, Jon Jones, stay away from me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from my daughter, stay away from me. And this is my tier list of the most toxic fighters in the UFC. These are the guys that you just don't want any dealings with if you're a woman. And the things that make them kind of toxic. But let me know what you guys think of this tier list down below. You know, who's the most toxic? Who did I miss? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if it made you laugh, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 25k. And go follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA so I can DM you and prove how toxic I am. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.